This day I never thought would come. Justin is not only a great trader, but possibly the greatest trader in human history. I've been completely away from the markets, and I've seen for the past 2 years, I've gotten occasional loss porn from Justin of massive 6-digit numbers, just extreme grief and pain that most men could never carry on his shoulders. But he's taken it back, and now he's had some extremely successful trades recently that I am quite proud of, and I would like to hear about them. So what are you doing now with your portfolio, Justin?
Absolutely, Josh. Well, first thing, I appreciate the exaggeration, but I by no means am a great trader. I think I've just become a slightly less shitty trader. So let's just be clear about that. So basically, it's opex positioning or whatever, right? Opex and SLD, and pretty much what I do is if you're not already, pay attention to Pi if I watch his stream, and that's pretty much what I do. So there are 4 plays that I'm kind of in right now. The first one is GME, which I'm slowly starting to build up my opex position. That's going to be an in and out type thing. I'll probably build up the majority of it tomorrow. I'm looking for a market-wide sell-off. That would be my ideal situation. And with SLD, or with us being now in the SLD period, recording this on Wednesday.
Define SLD.
Oh, supplementary liquidity deposit. Happens monthly, week of OPEX. And so we're in that right now. So historically, that would suggest that, you see a market downturn. I've got a decent position for SPY puts or whatever, right? So we'll see what happens on that front. But I anticipate being out of my SPY puts no later than Friday, if not sooner. And probably I'll just use a trail to get out of that one. Might even roll the profits into buying some more. I might even, I anticipate probably using that to roll into my GME OPEX position. Very simple in that one. Targeting September contract, I want to get in, I want to get out. I'll stay in as long as GME is running, but if there's no run or it's an OPEX, at least as far as GME is concerned, cutting it, moving on. I'm not making the mistake I made in June and July all over again, even though I was fortunate enough to get out of that one. Bobby, right now, Bobby's about $20 in after hours. Looks like interesting day for that. If Bobby pulls back down, especially if he goes beneath 20, I probably will re-enter the position, probably target 30.
You sold quite a bit of it yesterday when we were just skyrocketing, correct?
Yeah, what happened was on Monday I sold, then I bought back in, so I was chasing, and then this morning I got out, or basically I was stopped out, and I had my stops too wide. I mean, I didn't lose any money, but my stops were too wide. So I'm sitting on a pretty decent liquidity position right now, and I am looking to re-enter Bobby, but I kind of want to see what's going to happen, particularly if there's a market-wide sell-off. If that gives some price relief on Bobby, like right now, it just might break beneath 20. Yeah, there it goes. It just broke beneath 20 in after hours. So anyways, we'll see what's going to happen on that front. Undoubtedly, the market maker probably wants to shake out some weeklies, but again, we'll see on that front. But either way, I'm certainly prepared to chase Bobby if I need to chase Bobby. Revlon, I keep backing up the truck on Revlon. Again, huge hat tip to PiFi on that front, pretty much following in his footsteps. $35 calls, January 2023 is what I'm going for. I probably have what's approaching a grossly irresponsible position for that, and this is, of course, me saying it. But nonetheless, if you see the pressure cooker continue on that front, hopefully it'll pay off and pay off well. And lastly, there's that Fubo play, which is that's just kind of passive. I just put some money into it, took enough profits to cover my cost basis, and my attitude is the contracts expire in January, let it roll. You're playing with the house's money. That's kind of how I see it right now. The only 2 positions I kind of have to worry about this week that I actively want to worry about is, again, dealing with my SPY put. I want that closed out. Hopefully at a profit, but I don't want to carry it. And then entering a GME OPEX position.
Are you entering any BBY OPEX as well, or just GME?
I will probably enter a Bobby position, but I'm looking for more of a pullback. If I don't see a pullback, I probably will end up chasing. But if there is a pullback, I probably will enter to a greater extent than if I want to chase for that.
Yeah, besides this extraordinarily irresponsible long rev play that I honestly don't even understand why. I do have a rev play, very small, definitely not adding to my position right now. But I'm taking a much more passive approach, which will probably be more similar to you guys. For a long time, I was in a position where I was much more like Justin, where I was actively managing these positions on the daily, and it was great. But right now, I do not have the luxury, nor do I want to be spending that much time staring in front of a screen playing with the markets. So instead, I will be taking a much more passive approach for this OPEX, and if it doesn't if nothing happens, I'll be out by Wednesday morning, no matter what. And unless we see an egregious run going Monday, Tuesday, and it seems like we're going to continue to rip. I don't even know how confident I am for OPEX this week, as we've already seen a humongous run for pretty much all the meme stocks going at the beginning of this week. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I am going to position myself just in case we see a run, because I would much rather lose a few bucks on theta decay and maybe a little bit of down movement and cut my losses short than miss out on a potential massive run, which we could absolutely see.
Yeah.
I don't even know what option contracts I'm gonna target yet. I'm probably going to go the January contracts, but I most likely will not be going for the IV play, as we've not seen implied volatility increase to the extent that I have been expecting. So I'll most likely be going at the money, maybe even some call spreads, just to get covered my basis a little.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing too, and this might be putting the cart before the horse, is that if we do see a run up, once the position's exited, I do wonder if I would flip around and buy puts on that. Well, that's a cross that bridge when we get there scenario. Let's again, not put carts in front of horses.
Other than that, it's been a very interesting week on all the meme stocks. I mean, I'm sure everyone has seen more gains in the past week than they have in the past few months. It's been pretty incredible, and I'm sure if you have been holding these options, it will reinforce the state that how powerful these contracts can be. I mean, you can see your portfolio be up, I mean, a few 100% in a few days. And Justin,
or down, or big downs.
Yeah. But it's all about risk management.
Yeah. Yeah, and like learning it, and ideally you want to learn risk management before you actually start playing with real money, because that's
there's no way to learn without like you have to pay your tuition to the markets. I mean, it's like if it's just kind of how the world works, and I'm very proud to see that Justin's getting pretty damn good at it. Right at the backdrop of me taking a break and not really doing anything on that front, but I think my returns will be far larger than his.
Yeah, and also like you said, diversifying and starting a small business, that's an investment in of itself. So good job.
See ya.